I'm proud to introduce the mayor of Cold Lake, Craig Copeland. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Primetime Local News.
Thank you for having me.
So there are many exciting things going on within the community of Cold Lake, and one of the things that is being brought up is the success of the new wireless water meters, which have been very successful for people in regards to utilities.
It really helps the staff. You just drive along and you pick up the signal. Staff install them in everybody's basement or wherever in the house, and it picks up the reading and then translate to your water utility bill. It's more efficient system, less people involved. Just sort of the whole reduce your workforce where you can. And today's technology, you can do so many wonderful things.
Why did the city of Cold Lake decide to put this system in?
All the credit goes to the city staff researching the best company out there for our needs and then working with that company and getting them installed in everybody's homes. And of course, the homeowners being receptive to having the meter installed. The idea is that you can have a flat rate. So some houses still in Cold Lake have a flat rate. But if you go to the meter, chances are you're going to see a reduction in your water bill because you're just paying for that consumption. And so most homeowners are seeing a reduction in their water bill ever since they've gone to the meter.
So another really big news item within the city of Cold Lake is, of course, the expansion of borders in regards to the grant policy. Can you talk a bit more about what this changes to this policy does?
So good example for everybody is that you could have a major concert just outside the city Cold Lake limits. And our policy had it so that it was difficult for the board that reviews it from the public to grant any kind of money towards the event, even though it could be thousands of people going to it. So we just tweaked our bylaw a bit, allowing organizations in Ward 5 and Ward 6 of the MD of Bonneville, if they're putting on a big event that kind of matches what the criteria is of the grant application, we're going to fund it. We'll review it and then fund it. So a good example is Summer Rush, which happened this past summer. It's an event that's, a couple of local residents have put on. It's on the shores of Cold Lake, but it's outside the city limits. And so now they can come to the grant group and ask for money from the city of Cold Lake.
So has there already been any applications made now that this has passed within Cold Lake?
Well, there certainly was the one, and it could potentially be more. A lot of events are held right in the city of Cold Lake, but now we have it inside our policy. We'll see what happens next year. We were really oversubscribed for all of our money that we allocated, so which is great to see. After COVID, a lot of groups were kicking off and getting going, but we're pretty excited on council to help all the different organizations, give them a helping hand as we look at it. And also the idea is, like I said before, is to try to put people in hotel rooms and into the restaurants in our city.
Are there any other big things that you think community members within Cold Lake should know that are coming up in the city?
Well, there's lots of events coming up. It's always busy. There's a lot of Halloween events, of course, happening, and just got to search around. There's some bars that are having events. Agriplex has got an event, but Diwali night's going to be a big event later on in November, and Sleds and Threads, which is put on by the snowmobile guys, a fundraiser. So lots of events, and then we'll get into Santa Claus parade, and we'll see if any of that white stuff falls on the ground here, and then you'll start saying, yeah, Christmas is coming.
Thank you so much again for joining us here today on Primetime Local News. It was great chatting with you.
Thank you, Sarah.